Hiya and welcome to Manic Fishing. Now what I'm trying to do is I'm going to do a video before the video as such. So what I intend on doing is showing you how I make the rigs up for the trip that I'm going to do. So I'll show you my next trip out. I think it's going to be conger eel fishing. So what I'll do is I'll show you how I make them up using these Coxon 10-0 hooks. For conger, I like to use 250 pound mono. I don't like to use a wire trace. It cuts into the fish, so that's perfectly strong enough. So I'll show you how I do. It's really windy here in the marina. It's blowing me all over the show. So this is a trace that I had laying around in my box. As you can see, the hook's quite rusty, but there's nothing wrong with it. So all I'm going to do is I've got this like little hook file and just give it a go over. So there's nothing wrong with the sharpness of it. It's pretty new. It's just where it's just been laying there. It's perfectly fine. Yeah, it's really windy here today. And that's a 10-0. I think that's a Sakuma actually, that one. But what I'll do is I'll show you how I make them up and how I'm going to fish them. So right, let's get myself prepared. So in my little box of tricks, I've got some swivels and other bits and pieces. So let's have a look what we got. Yeah, again, not very organised. Okay, right, so with the hook, as I said, I'm going to use Coxon Raw. This is a 10-0 meat hook. These are bulletproof, these super strong, and 250 pound mono. So all I'm going to do literally is go through the eye. So let's turn this around like that. So through the eye, pull the line through, twist it round the line twice, and then make a loop like that. And then go through that loop twice. And this knot is literally bulletproof. It will never slip, it'll never let you down. See that? So I wet that and then pull that down. Just make sure it doesn't go over the eye of the hook. That's it. And that is super strong. Now I only want this trace about a foot long, but I cut it a bit longer so I can get my swivel on. Now what I'm going to use, I always like using them. That's if they haven't blown away. Yep, they're here. I always like using these Muppets. Now they're cheap as chips. So all I'm doing, so I'll just nick that head off so I can get the line through. Blimey. The wind's attacking me. Now I want that Muppet to go over the trace, so I thread it up inside it. So that'll slide down over the hook. Like that. And that's how I want it. And then I've got some, I mean you could, literally you could put a loop on that in there, but I like to put a barrel swivel, and I buy all the same one. These are like a 2-0 barrel swivel. I buy them in bulk. Now I want that trace about a foot long. So I'll pull that down so it's roughly the size I want it, exactly the same knot, round the line twice, make a loop, and then through that loop twice, like that. Wet it. And then what I do is I'll actually put this hook round here on my lovely boat, and on these pliers they've got like a lip on them, so I'll put that lip through the eye and I can give it a good pull. That's it. There you go. So that's the first one made. So just clip that in there. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to fix these all to just a bit of old Celotex that I had. So I'll start this one in the middle and then I'll work my way out, so doesn't matter where the Muppet goes really. And then just push that inside there and that'll hold that. Right, let's make another one. Right, so yeah, again, pull that line out, through the eye, round the line twice. It's quite thick, this, obviously, this 250, so it's quite awkward to do sometimes. Right, that's it, twice. What I'll do is I'll actually stand on this, make it a bit easier. Let's see it pulling up. Mate, that's so strong. Right, clip that end off. I don't clip it completely down to the bottom, because it does, you do tend to find it holds the bait a little bit. Right, get my Muppet out. Clip the end of that off so I can get my line through. Thread the line through, and then again, barrel swivel. What I'm actually going to do is I'm going to clip one of these on there on this, and I'll show you why I'm doing that in a minute. So I'm going to make this one about the same length, maybe a little bit shorter. So go round that twice. Got a bit too much line off here. And then back through there twice. Right, do the same again. Clip that in there. Get my pliers. Pull that one off. Right, I'll show you. I'll keep this one out. I'll show you the reason why I've done this in a minute. So let's just clip that one there. Right, I'll make one more up. And then I'll show you what I'm going to do. So, round it twice. Why I only make the trace about a foot long is because congers are bottom feeders. They're pinned to the bottom as such in wrecks, and you don't want your trace flapping all over the show. You just want it really quite tight. And I've got a little plan I'm going to try. I'm using these new leads that I got from Craig Fawn, and I've got an idea about what I'm going to do. So let's make this one up the same with a clip on. You're not going anywhere. Oh, I've already got them. Oh no. Right, that's that. So let's put another one of these clips on. So I want it about that long. Yeah, that's about it. Not making it look that easy, am I? Hook that round there. Right, now I'll show you what I'm going to do with this. What I did is I bought some of these from a guy, Craig Thorne, and these are called hookup leads. And what my intentions of using these is I'm going to have, so I've got one of these rods here. These are my Conger rods. So these are laid up with, it's an 80 class Kanzaki rod, but it's a really stiff rod which I can bully the congers out the wreck with. I'm using a Penn Fathom 40 lever drag. I've got 60 pound braid on there, and then I've got tied to this, if I just show you, I've got tied to this a 100 pound rubbing leader, and that's purely just to stop, if the trace goes into the wreck, it won't fray. Now what my plan is with this is I'm going to go directly onto my lead here like this. See, normally I fish for congers with a sliding boom, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to try this theory out. So I've got my lead directly to my snap swivel, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this one directly to the lead. So in theory that is down, that's like that, there's no movement there at all. So that hopefully will lay on the bed or on the wreck there, and my bait will be there, so it's pinned right down tight. Now I'm going to try this. I think this is going to be a bit of a game changer to my conger fishing. And with my other rod, this is how I have it set up here. I've just got one of these homemade booms that Malcolm, the charter boat fisherman, makes up, but you can put any boom on there. So that's a sliding boom, and then what I'll do is I'll put my weight on here, my pound lead or whatever I'm using, and then with my other trace, my normal trace, I just hook that up. I'll just show you on this one. This is rigged up with that swivel one, but then what I do is, oh mate, just blown me muppets away. That's not good. See if I can get them. Right, so that's like that. You have a weight on there, still pinned to the ground, but when the conger takes it, it'll be able to pull the line. Let me just see if I can retrieve my muppets that are floating about in the marina there. One sec. Mate, it's windy as hell. Right, there they go. So they're floating right under this marina here. I'm hoping I can see them in a minute. Where are they? Here they come. Yay. All of that hard work for one muppet. So there you go, at least I'm not polluting the marina. Right, so what I'll do is I've got 2 more of these muppets left. I'll make 2 more traces up, and then, as I say, the next time I'm going to show you this video first midweek, and then on the Monday I'm intending to get my Manic Mondays back on track, so every Monday it'll be a video. If the weather plays ball, I'll be out fishing for conger next, using big baits, cuttle, and hopefully hooking some nice monsters. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe if you like it. If you don't. Please subscribe. At the end of the video you'll see my Manic fishing logo. Please hit that logo. It'll come up with a prompt for another video, then it'll be my Manic fishing logo. Hit that logo, that's the subscribe button. Thanks for watching.